Okay, as you can see, there's an 1.5 inches here between the ledger and the bottom piece of trim on the laminate. So that means we need to make an 1.5 inch thick countertop. The way that we'll do that is on this side, we can either lay 1x4s or strips of cut 3/4 inch particle board to build up a first layer. We should do something strong over this, like what the 1x4s probably is a good idea over the gap here for the dishwasher. Perhaps just strips of buildup is fine everywhere else. They can go this way and this way, it doesn't matter. Once that is on, then we'll have the 3/4 inch particle board on top cut exactly to fit right at this edge. So the decking will end right here at this edge. And then the self edge goes on front and it will build out 3/4 inch from this spot right here. So the decking there, the second layer is decking and it comes up all the way over. Now I want to point out this spot right here. This is like a bar. So this will need to be 2 full layers of 3/4 inch particle so that when you're grabbing the edge here, it's not flimsy. It's not a 1 layer dangling over. So in order to make this strong, it needs to be full layer and then a second layer. So that it'll be double layered. You can glue in between and then screw them together. So that way you're nice and strong out here on this edge of the bar right here. Right, 2 layers, that's 1.5 inches. Then you're gonna put the 30 inch by 6 feet comes up here, and you'll make your seam right here in the sinkhole. Put it on first before you cut the sinkhole, and then your other piece will be adequate. It's big enough it's all the way 4 feet, so it'll trim all the way out here and around. Then we are gonna have enough scrap so that we can make a piece and glue it on there. And I'm getting 1 piece of edge banding, so you can put it on all three out of 4 sides, or even 4 out of 4 sides. Just glue it together and stick it on there after you're done. I also want to point out this kind of loose edge banding and laminate right here in the middle. I got enough glue so that we can shove glue up underneath there and make sure it's secure. The edge banding actually will need to be lifted up in order to fit the new counter in. So it should just hold it in there pretty nice. Okay, the self edge that you'll make, it'll have to come all the way, be on the front of this whole piece here. It needs to come all the way over, but then once you get to here, since this is 2 layers, it's already 1.5 inches, so you don't need to add another self edge. And you can even round off this edge right here. So it can come straight out and get rounded off slightly, so it's not a sharp corner right there where everybody runs into it all the time. And just make sure that you extend out the 3/4 inch that everywhere else is extended by the self edge. On this part, you'll be extended by the actual decking. So you'll be 3/4 inch out here, and you'll be 3/4 inch out here. And then you can come all the way out, round this off, and then straight over. And just make sure it ends right here. I got 2 sheets of 3/4 inch particle board for the decking, of course. And I got 1x2 in case you want to use that as self edge, in case you think it's perfect enough. 1x4 as spacing, perhaps. If you don't use any of this stuff, don't cut it, and then I can return it, whatever it is. The lathe I got so that you can rip them down and make some sticks that you put the laminate on and then pull the sticks out. What I'm thinking is a good idea is to put like a 1x4 in the back and the front, and then you'll attach the decking from the bottom. That way you can build the entire deck and then not attach it to the actual cabinets, then you can slide it out as far as you need to put, you can put the laminate on top of the deck and then slide it back underneath, because it'll be really hard to get the laminate underneath this trim piece since it's going to be a tight squeeze. So I would get it ready to screw up from the bottom to secure it tightly, but then slide it out slightly, put the laminate on, slide it back in, and then finish it out. I got 2 cans of adhesive from Home Depot that I can return if you don't use them. Please use the other cans first. Don't use these unless you have to. I also got some clear construction adhesive in case it squeezes out onto a visible surface. Hopefully we won't be screwed. The construction adhesive is for gluing this part back up, getting it under there. Also to glue the piece onto the side splash down there. Also to put between the 2 pieces of decking on the peninsula, and on anything else you might need it for.